So I saw you on David's podcast recently.
Traitor.
And you guys, traitor.
How could you, dude?
And I saw that you were you were talking about like leaving the gang and all that shit, right? But I don't think you ever talked about what started that thought in your mind where you're like motivated to be a crime boss and then all of a sudden you're like, skirt, maybe I should be a square.
Damn, just think you're a square, bro.
I like those words from skirt to maybe I should be a square.
You do got kind of like a square head.
Yeah, like what was that even started the thought? And then what was the process of like leaving and shit?
Wow, yeah, that's pretty deep actually. I think what started the process was, so as you guys know, I got kicked out of a bunch of schools. So the sad part of that is you have to remake friends every 2 or 3 years. So every 2 to 3 years, you go to a new school, you have a new best friend, you have your new clique, and then you do something stupid. So you have to go to another side of town that no one knows who you are. You restart that process over and over again. And you don't have those like childhood friends, like, oh, this is my buddy since 2nd grade or whatever. So I remember by the time I got into middle school, everyone has clicked the fuck up. Everyone's been friends since kindergarten, and I have nowhere to fit in. And then what the main cliques that you can like funnel yourself into is either little thugs, little skaters, little break dancers, or little magic cards people. That was like my school. And I didn't really fit. I didn't really fit in magic cards people. I don't even know how to play that shit. And then
You and Steve would have been
That
in
was
there,
your squad?
I sucked at skating. If I would have been good at skating, that would have been so good. I sucked at skating. And then there's always the scholastic people. I wish I did good at school, but I never did good at school, so I couldn't even be preppy if I wanted to. And then I tried breakdancing, but Filipinos are too fucking good. So there's no way you're
Another ethnic group is too good, so I'll stop.
like
Took me out of the game. Made you retire.
It's Olympics or bust.
when you see a guy try a flare for the first time and they land it, and then you secretly been doing like 30 of them at night and you land 0, you're like, that's not for me.
Yeah. Because he's Filipino.
Yeah.
You know what's so uniquely Southern California millennial though is that like it's like magic card nerd, basketball athlete, or criminal. That's actually one of the groups that is you can consider.
Yeah, obviously I played magic cards to stay away from the gang life, Joe.
Yeah. Or it would have got you, bro. It would have got you.
And now here I am, your employee.
But you know how fucking weird that is if you think about it. Like that's one of the options of a squad that you can join in high school.
Bruh, now an option of a squad is fucking broccoli haired TikTok boys.
That's a new one.
That's sick.
Come on, it's not. I don't think we're reinventing the wheel that hard here.
Yeah. So those are my categories. So it just led to be either, and then if you're not in one of the categories, you have nobody to protect you either. So you're going to get bullied. So if I'm going to get bullied anyways, then now fighting is the way. So I have to be.
So be the bully.
I have to be in this group, right?
The most unbullyable.
So I don't have to be, so I'm just trying to this is the group that I gravitate towards. I still didn't really make too many friends in middle school because I kept getting into trouble. Like I didn't go to 8th grade promotion. Everyone that got to do the Disneyland 8th grade trip, I stayed back with a bunch of other rejects, usually like pregnant moms or whatever. And we had to be in one room while everyone is off doing Disneyland. What's so funny? You know those 8th grade or 6th grade trips?
Yes, but we don't know the other side of it because we were participating in the trip.
Yeah,
No, that's interesting to know what was going on in that room.
So it was me. It's me and like maybe 15 other kids in a room, and we have to spend all day there because we couldn't go to Disneyland. And it's the most ridiculous room because you have the pregnant moms, and then you have the cholo. You have the other Asian thug guy that got kicked out of every single school. This is the last one left. And then there's me forced wearing the school uniform and no one wears a school uniform, but only I have to wear it because my dad forced me. So it's like, I'm not even gangbanging or anything. I'm just like this odd fitting kid. So that didn't work out. We finally go into high school, and now like I'm starting to know people a little bit more. And that's when I was like, you know what? Let me just fully embrace this since I'm already kind of like a rascal and I kind of more mischievous. Let me fully embrace this because obviously these guys seem to take me in. And I'm down. Like I'm down to fight whenever, I'm down to do whatever. But the whole time, the conscious in my heart is like, you're a bad boy, man. Why are you doing the bad boy stuff? You hang out with bad boy people, smoke bad boy cigarettes. And it's like, so it was like, always like this, like, why are you so bad boy? But then I'm like, but you know, the good boys don't want to be my friends or whatever. And then from that, you start doing a bunch of stuff that like, it's just peer pressure shit, you know, like you fight, then you start stealing, then you rob houses, then you fucking rumble with people. And it's just, you're just fully in the lifestyle. Then you have the camaraderie. This is fucking cool. We're fucking badass or whatever. And then when I finally got kicked out of Cerritos High School, that's when like you come face to face with your conscience and you're like, man, I told you that bad boy stuff can lead you nowhere.
That's your angel? Yeah. You got a Cantonese fucking JJ's waiter as your fucking angel?
Yeah, so I'm like, man, I know.
On your shoulder.
I'm like, man, I know you're so fucking right, dude. This fucking bad boy life's not for me. And it was convenient because at that same time, a bunch of us all got kicked out of school together. And so it was easy for the gang to disband. And I saw word on the street is one of the other homies got sent back to China. Another one, I don't even know went where. And then that was when my dad was telling my mom, like, hey, maybe he should try living with me because he's grown up in Cerritos this whole time, hasn't had a good life. Maybe he could have like a change of scenery. And my mom was down and I was down. So I moved in with my dad. But that's what was like, starting at Keppel was when I was like, okay, no more listening to bad boys. Try to do well. But then I found out about E, and that was so hard to give up.
Because I bet in your head it's like, at least I'm not robbing houses. I'm just doing drugs.
I'm spreading love.
Yeah.
And I'm having a good time. And I'm not robbing houses. I'm not doing like violent criminal things besides selling ecstasy.
And how old were you at this point?
16.
16. Even though we know about the 19-year-old fight that you and Joe did in that one spot.
That's not bad boy. That's brotherhood stuff.
Even though we know about like the selling of the dildos during college time.
That's legal.
That's later. That's
above board.
That's entrepreneurship.
Okay, got it. I just want to understand the timeline is all for my own.
Yeah,
It's helpful.
I'm a like color outside of the box type of guy. I understand, but I'm trying to.
I think you're a color off the page onto the fucking table on the floor.
I was trying to find a way to fit it. But that was like.
I think your mom brought you a marker and a piece of paper and then came back and suddenly there's shit on the ceiling.
Levels to this, man. I sold drugs to stop doing drugs. And that was my gateway out of drugs.
Did you have an angel too, though? You have an angel telling you?
Fuck no. I had two devils.
Oh, shit.
I don't have no angels like you. I knew what I was doing was right.
It was right for me.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so Joe asking about like you knowing and finding that feeling to like walk away from like the gang life.
I kind of always knew, yeah, because of the bad boy.
But the thing is, like, you were in like a gang.
Yeah.
Did you have to get like fucking
like jumped in? Yeah. No, I didn't have to get jumped out because everyone left. Everyone got kicked out. And then so
everybody got deported.
Because I feel like that must be, especially for based off the romanticized versions of gang stories.
And I talked about this on I think David's podcast maybe.
Traitor.
But the part that I was so fucking relieved is my Dailos owned a PC bong place in Hacienda Heights. And after I was out and I was trying to be a good boy, I did one last job with them because they needed my help. And when I came back to visit maybe a year after, that PC bong was shot the fuck up. Bullets everywhere through the monitors.
You came back and the monitors still had bullet holes were there? Nobody cleaned up?
It wasn't cleaned up. It was like bullet holes through the desk, monitors, whatever. I don't know what happened to any of them. And then this other, I saw a gang that was tatted over that I always thought in my mind were bitches. But I was like, oh shit, maybe they're really tough now. I don't know. Or they just got shot up and then by one gang and another gang came and tagged it up. But I was like, thank God I was out of that life like many years ago because that could have been us. Because we hung out there every day.
Damn.
Yeah, it's on Colima, so it's like a very known street,
Yeah, that's a busy area.
busy fucking street. So it was crazy.
Yeah, you guys are bad boys, honestly.
Counter-Strike. Playing it real life and online.
Was there a crime? Was there a crime you committed where it kind of almost snapped you out of it, but you were like, "Nah, this is too sick," and you went right back in? Was there one that made you like kind of question your choices a little bit?
It wasn't the crime because like I think you're always balancing Bat Boy and adrenaline rush,
Mm-hmm.
and when you're like a retarded kid, the adrenaline rush feels so good. It feels like you're living in a movie. So it overshadows
For sure.
the Bat Boy, right?
Yeah.
It's like watching porno. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, Bat Boy, what you doing?
I remember committing crimes at that age. I was like, "This is sick."
Yeah.
I remember my homie in the Bay. He was just like not in like full on gang, but was just running around with some bad dudes, you know, just like house robbing and stealing stuff. And one day he got put in the position where he had to hold the 2x4, and if somebody was to come out, he had to hit them. And then it turns out the person who was like in the house or coming out was like an old lady, and so he didn't hit her, obviously, but like that was the turning point for him.
He was like, "I could have hit this chick."
Yeah, but like that was his job, right? Technically, if somebody, you know, was like you're covering for your boy who's like inside the house robbing, if somebody.
So in the last job we did, someone needed our whole game. We only had one gun, amongst the kids. So amongst the kids, someone needed to hold the gun to hold this guy up, and this other guy in our group, his name's David. He's fucking crazy. He volunteered to grab the gun to hold the guy up, and if anything happens, he's gonna blast them. That's when I knew that's definitely not for me. Because I remember being like 15 or 16, seeing like a handgun for the first time, and I want to show it. Good thing my pants were baggy, but I was shaking inside the pants.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, fuck.
Because that's what I mean is like,
Yeah.
when you're a kid and you're a boy like that, everyone dabbles in crime.
Yeah.
Like boys will be boys, but everyone has a threshold. I remember my threshold was like, we egged someone's house, and I was like, I feel really guilty about that. I don't think I'm ever gonna do that again. I'm never doing this. This is bad. I feel terrible. I just felt so bad for doing that. We threw like TP someone's house, and I was like, I don't think I'm gonna do this again.
But then you see my homie David, he just grabs a gun. Oh, hell yeah. Like, I'm gonna do it. And then I'm just like, what the He's like Joe. He has two rights. He has two devils. I'm like, that's not me, dude. That's not me. I'm like, after this, I gotta be done. This is crazy.
Let us know in the comments.
What are your favorite crimes?
Which favorite gang story of Bart is yours? Because I know you guys heard a lot of.
Who were you? Magic Gathering or